And then Bochum in fifth is coming up like a turd of hurdles, but uh, he could still have a shot at fourth place. So maybe even you never know. So he's got to keep pushing.
Yeah,
He's
he
got the best tires of everybody out there right now.
does. We have 7 laps to go. There we see Billy Arbro. Looking back now for Mark DeCenza, trying to see the distance. There we can see them both in the same picture. Uh, and there's Robert Bochum. But just too much ground to make any kind of meaningful impact. I don't think he'll be able to catch the 6 car as well. The question is, can the 6 catch the 54? And right now we see that is about a second and a half. And as they come back around, we'll check it again here. And now that is about a second and 1.3 or so seconds. So Mark DeCenza slowly eating into the lead of third place Billy Arbro. Over a 3-second gap now to Matt Watkins to Jeff Hale. So it looks like Matt Watkins is going to be driving away with this. I think Jeff maybe gave it all he had as quickly as he could in that run to see if he could get around him, and once he couldn't, I think maybe his stuff might have been used up just enough that he can't keep up with the pace of Matt Watkins.
Yeah, and I think the thing about that always mystifies you after you get beat like that by the 15 is how he could change his pace between runs, where you just don't see him looking that fast. The first tire run didn't make up a whole lot of time. Got into it with me, and then still was able later in the race to all of a sudden just step it up just fast enough to beat the guy in second place and pull away.
And Robert making me eat my words as he goes around the 6 car, so I think maybe Mark DeCenza falling into the same boat as Jeff Hale and trying to run down that 54 car, just used his stuff up. And of course, as you said, Robert Bochum with the freshest tires of our leaders gets around them. Of course, teammates there, so not a real battle for position. But can now Robert run down Billy Arbro with 2 laps remaining? Over a 5-second lead now for the great Matt Watkins, as he's going to be our winner here at Atlanta, barring a crazy incident. But right now the 18 car and the 54 car are battling away through lap traffic, but now Robert has clear and he goes right around, and Bill gets loose and spins around, and he's into the outside wall. Car scrambling and now down hard into the inside wall, and that will be our race. It's complete anyways, and let's find our winner, and there he is, Matt Watkins. Jeff Hale second, Robert Bochum third. We'll have to check on where Bill Yarbrough will finish now with the spin. I don't know if he crossed the line or what, or maybe finish a lap down. Remains to be seen right now.
Yeah, I think he still had the rest of that lap to finish in, in position.
Crazy things can happen when there's wrecks and finishing and all that kind of stuff. Weird things can happen. So, the race is not official until that final scoreboard comes out and the lights go out on the track. So, we'll see where Bill, right now he's showing in 5th place on the lead lap. We'll see once it goes official as the cars come into pit lane. Matt Watkins, no celebration, just right into the pit lane and disconnect. So Matt Watkins all business here tonight. But he'll take the win. And now we do show the official standings.
These guys are funny.
And the session is complete. The official standings are up. Matt Watkins, your winner. Jeff Hale second. Robert Bochum third. Mark DeCenza fourth. Bill Yarbrough fifth. Rounding out your top 5. Top 5 all on the lead lap. Troy Higgins sixth. Ken Ron seventh. Guy Petra, Steve Weber, and boss man Jim Ray round out the top 10. Jim had a good car. He brushed the wall there. We'll see if we can find out if that played a major factor in, because Jim was up there racing with Jeff in second place. Faded back to 10th, one lap down. T-Roy brought it home in 11th. He had some early contact in the wall there with Milty and the Matt Watkins contact. Son Johnson 12th. He had a drive-through penalty and couldn't recover, and that's what we're talking about in Pro Cup. You make one mistake, and Sean went from probably a top 5 car to a 12th place finish, one lap down. Just never had an opportunity to make that lap out, Milty.
Well, and and some of the mistakes that were made were real subtle, like staying out long. And how do you really know that's going to be a mistake until you see this thing unfold? Because and the pit stops were, I think guys were executing good pit stops, but there was just the leaders were executing great stops.
And I got a quick note passed to me from Matt Watkins saying that he will be coming up into the booth momentarily. He had to attend to some business first, maybe some sponsorship obligations. Sponsors are lined up to put some on Matt Watkins' car, and he seems to favor Nintendo. Milty, what's the connection there?
Well, that's where he gets his fast hands, playing them Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I heard some unknown, unnamed racers grumbling that they wish Matt Watkins stuck to Mario Kart instead of NR 2003. Then maybe they would have a chance to race for a win once in a while. Of course, all in good fun there. We know Matt is a great competitor, and again, we were talking about can you make a mistake and come back. So Matt Watkins did come back from what we would, in all honesty between us, Milty, would say is a completely uncharacteristic mistake for Matt Watkins, and lesser drivers may have let that blow them up for the rest of the race, but he gained his focus back and realized he made that mistake, and kept his nose to the grindstone, stayed clean the rest of the race, because he did have that one incident on him, and if he got into another wreck or bump, he could have had to park it as well. So he drove clean the rest of the race, and comes out with a quality 7-second victory.
Yeah, really thought Jeff Hale would have more for him there. But you just kind of saw the contenders fade away one by one. And he just doesn't fade.
Yeah, and let's quickly bring Matt Watkins up to the booth with us, Milty, and there he is. Our race winner, Matt Watkins. Matt, congratulations. Of course, we're here with you and Milty. Became a little closer, maybe acquainted than you'd like. Matt, what happened there?
Yeah, I just shot to the grass, and I got completely at the throttle and just try not to spin it. Then I was in turn one, and just gonna blend back in because I was pretty slow. Felt comfortable, and April just shot me back up the track, and tried to stay in the middle groove. I thought it'd be okay. I just, fortunately, barely grazed Milt there, and that was it. So, yeah, I hate to see that happen. That was, ironically, the only caution of the race, so that's kind of sad on my part, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you had it saved, too. That's why, of course, we were going so fast. I couldn't have just disappeared, but that's why I definitely didn't get out of it. I just stayed up because being that you slowed down, to me it looked like, oh, he's got it, but that's how quick it can happen. Whammo. Once that apron pulls you, it just yanks the car up, even if you got it turned all the way left. Curtains.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was 100% sure I had it, and I caught one of the rear tires and shot it up, and then I was like, all right, I'll keep it in the middle of the track, and it just kept drifting, and there it was. I said, but damn. I'm sorry, Milt.
Yeah, it's went the other way before too. So you race long enough, stuff happens. Yeah, apology accepted. That's just the way it goes. So we'll get
Yeah,
them
and
next
as
time.
we were talking, Matt, right before really that happened, I was saying, we're maybe a little accustomed to seeing you in victory lane or the 18 car. Not to take away any talent in the
Yeah, we
field
were
by any
talking great
means.
about you right before you wrecked.
But I was also telling them that I'm sure you always have in the back of your mind that if you make a mistake, you may not be able to recover with the quality of drivers in the field. So, well, good job by coming back from something that could have maybe derailed other people.
Yeah, I took it pretty easy for a while after that because I guess I was a little gun shy. It still felt unstable after that, so I took it easy for a while and just tried to get a consistent line to make sure I wouldn't do that again. And then the tire cycled through, the stops were good, and it just worked out.
It sure did. Nice pulling away kind of win there. And we're also joined now by our second place finisher, Jeff Hale. Jeff, man, if I was to have to vote for best car of the race, I'd have to vote for your car. But, of course, not ended up in victory lane, of course, maybe not making you feel an attaboy award is adequate for you. But good race. What happened there at the end?
Matt caught me.
Matt happened.
Yeah, Matt. I was watching him. His time. He kept getting closer and closer, and I knew he had a good stop that last time, and we came out pretty even. He was ahead of me a little bit, and Matt just has that way of make me run a little bit harder than what I should, and I kind of used myself up, just trying to catch up to him there. And once I caught him, and that was it. That was over. But I'm happy. It was a good run. Led a lot of laps, and I think we put just about all the cars down a lap. I think 5 were left on lead lap, if I'm right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you really had a quality car early on in that race. You and Mark kind of mixed it up early, but then I think your car just got better and better as the race went on there. Yeah, this Matt really came back from, like I said, something that maybe some may never have come back from. So you did a good job keeping the car in front all day, and I think you brought it home squeaky clean as well. So you can just wash that thing off and load it up and bring it back to the next race.
Yeah, I'll probably put a 15 on the side of it and take Matt's car. It's a little bit faster.
Yeah, that's the other speculation, Matt. Maybe you can put this to rest finally. Nintendo allegedly is giving you a pile of money to put all their paraphernalia all over the car. Do you care to comment on the Nintendo Matt Watkins connection?
Well, the problem is they're not really paying me cash. They give me like bananas, turtle shells, and stuff like that. So I gotta do what I gotta do, to make do with that.
Is it true that they've given you some mushrooms?
Got a few shrooms under the hood too. That always helps. Believe me.
Well, you guys seemed like you were pitting a little bit earlier. You weren't trying to run it all the way out, and that getting back on fresh tires right from the beginning there seemed like you. The other cars were constantly trying to catch up. Had they got a caution at any point, then it would have been different. But the way it went caution free like that after the wreck, it seemed like you guys' strategy was the best by stopping 28, 29 laps or something like that.
Yeah, I pitted at the end of the field run the first time, and I was way behind those cars, and so I figured try to cut it a little bit more than I did last time, and trying to balance it out though in case there was a caution. So I tried to get as low as I could without losing too much time. And Jeff did a really nice job though. He was up there the whole race, and I was hoping I could pit late enough where I'd still be close enough to him, and it just happened to work out there. But he was fast, did a good job.
Thanks, Matt.
Cool.
Yeah, I was. I just wanted to run a good pace. I know Mark was fast, from the start, and I just let him go and just kind of saved my tires early on and just kept that same pace. It seemed to work out pretty good, and then I just kind of split my runs there at the end. I think it's 27 laps on the run.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Milty was saying, that as we got down toward the end there, and I think maybe it had almost the feel of it wasn't going to have a caution. That's what he was saying, that it seemed like the best strategy would be to cut that right in half and hit that number as soon as you were able to and get those fresh tires. And we could see Robert Bochum chose the different route, to stay out and get to the lead during the exchange, but as he came back out of the pits, even with the freshest tires, the time loss on the older tires to new was just too great to overcome. So it was the right strategy by both of you, and you definitely showed that it was, because you pulled away from the entire field, and like Jeff said, a lot of guys went a lap down that are quality cars.
Yep, it's one of those few tracks like this one, Darlington, Rockingham, Dover, that just absolutely grind the tires off. And it's one of those that if you stay out to the end, eventually, yeah, it's just too much of a time gap.
And speaking of grinders and tracks, Matt, our truck series tomorrow night is stopping in the great state of Delaware at the Dover Monster Mile, and as you said, it's a grinder. So would a similar strategy to tonight be appropriate for the 1 mile track at Dover?
Yep, pretty much the identical strategy you ran tonight. It would be good for tomorrow night, because the setups are a lot better than they used to be. Like, the setups now, you can drive way harder and still be decent, like with the fast setups back in the older days. Yeah, if you had to be saving tires from lap 1 to make it work. But yep, same strategy, definitely.
Well, there you go, folks. If you're listening there, guy who's won a couple of races in his time, telling you what strategy to use for a race that's coming up, not after the fact. There's a bonus right there for everyone listening. I hear a pen. I think a pencil just snapped in Milty's notepad there as he's writing stuff down. But again, great win, Matt. Quality run there, Jeff. Points. Let's talk about points real quick. Jeff, you got to feel pretty good about where you're sitting in points. Most likely a lock for a chase spot at the very least. Obviously, you'd like a couple more wins to get those bonus points.
Yeah, I was hoping to get one tonight, and I was kind of worried when we ran the Glen. I'm definitely not a road course racer, but had a pretty good finish there, so I was happy with that. And then kind of fell back a little bit with Bristol and lost a point lead, but was lucky to get it back tonight. Troy still had a good run, so it seems like we're just battling back and forth as the week goes. So he's still doing a great job, and looking forward to the chase. It'll be fun. And also want to give congratulations to Matt. That was a hell of a run there at the end, so great job.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and the points are updated, and Jeff, you'll be happy to know you have retaken the points lead by 3 points over Troy Higgins. So a little exchange of lead there in Pro Cup. Ken Ron also picking up a position in the 5th. Everyone else holding serve, and of course Matt running the limited schedule. That does have 3 wins, but obviously the point total isn't there, and this is a traditional, not the current chase format that we see in the real life. This is just top 10 in points make it. Wins are just bonus for our chase. So right now, top 10, Robert Bochum in 10th. But he does have 2 wins, so I think Robert's content to just solidly stay in the top 10 and carry those bonus points in. And Jim Ray going to have to battle his way into the chase. He's just 14 points back of that 10th spot, so tantalizingly close for the boss man, Jim Ray, trying to make a chase. Which would may be his first chase, Milty, because the chase is a fairly new thing around here at FSB.
Yeah, he's got 2 championships, but none in the chase era, which has only been a few seasons.
So yeah, that's right. Of course, multiple series champion Jim Ray gonna have to see if he can battle his way in. He's right where you. I mean, if you'd like to be in the top 10, but if not, he is in shouting distance, and that's what you got to stay. I'd say within at least 20 points. But right now, Jeff, you're on top, and just five races left to the chase. So these next 5 races, is it kind of a different strategy for you? Would you go in saying I just want to win, and I'm not going to point race? If I got the car to win, I'm going to go out front, try to win every race I can, or do you just keep on doing what you're doing?
I just take it one race at a time and just try and run good quality races and get good finishes. Of course, I like the traditional cookie cutter tracks and the speedways. Of course, got better at the short tracks, so kind of looking forward to getting to the chase line there. So it'll be a lot of fun.
And as we look at the upcoming races, as we close in on that chase, we see our next race is at Richmond, the short track. I think Matt will smile on Richmond. What about that, Jeff? That's a short track. How you feel about Richmond?
Not too bad. I think I'll just follow Matt. He'll pull me to a good finish. So if he wins, I'll take second there any day.
Yeah, and then we go to Chicagoland, which is one of the cookie cutters, and then the Magic Mile, New Hampshire. That's always a challenging course for the lower divisions. What's it like for Pro Cup at New Hampshire?
New Hampshire, you just really got to find your rhythm there. It's just repetition, lap after lap, and kind of like Martinsville. And once you get your pace down, just maintain it. You ought to do just fine. Just save the tires.
Yeah, New Hampshire's always a challenging flat kind of track, 1 mile in distance, and then Dover and Kansas wrap up the regular season. Kansas, another one of those cookie cutters there, Jeff. So maybe you got a couple tracks in your sweet spot there coming up. So that's got to make you feel pretty good heading into the chase.
Oh yeah, and like I said, I feel pretty confident I'll make it in. But once we get into the chase, then boys better look out.
Oh well. Well, we heard it. The gauntlet is thrown down now by Jeff. So he's focused. He's already got a strategy, it appears. So good job there, buddy. Congratulations, Matt, on another quality win. And next broadcast, Milty, Friday night.
Hey.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, that'll be a good race. Should be a big field.
Yeah, Vegas
20,
is a popular
20
track,
plus.
so yeah, absolutely 20 plus, maybe even to the 30 number. We did a little sampling of Las Vegas in the Chicken Run last night. Matt, you were in that. I almost killed you last night, Matt. So it's good that I didn't, because you wouldn't have won today. That's what kind of setup, Matt, was that on that Chicken Run, which is going to be the same that we're looking at the Winston Cup?
That was a good setup. You run it pretty hard from start to finish on the tires, and very racy, so it should be a pretty good show.
Yeah, Vegas is a fast track. Can you run side by side there pretty consistently, or is it a one groove track?
Yeah, you can definitely run side by side there. Outside lane's pretty decent, so if just got a fair amount of tires on your car, you can hold it, but just don't speed on pit road like I did. That's a pretty big thing.
Yeah, and that was a shakedown of why I think it was a great idea to put the Chicken Run as a Friday night kind of preview. Is we shook down that pit lane, and I think like 5 or 6 of us got speeding penalties. A lot of lines and colors and cones and bells and whistles, and I think there was a bikini contest going on in the infield that caught my eye, and I think that's why I sped. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I think we might have hashed that out though throughout the run. So hopefully on Friday the guys can get the clear instructions on which line is the limit lines and which line is the speed line. and where you can blend back in and all those good things. Because yeah, it was a little hairy, but other than that, it was a pretty good race. And yeah, the setup was pretty friendly.
Yeah, it should definitely be a good show. Pretty racy track.
And we're looking forward to that. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for joining us. Friday night will be our next broadcast, 9:30 Eastern Time. Will be our Winston Cup Series on Friday night. So come on out and watch it. Thanks for joining us again, and keep watching, and check out the forums. Check out the website, fsbracing.com. Thanks, Milty. And tough night for you, but it was good to see you out on the track.
Yeah, it's just a race, There's plenty more of them, so first couple of races back have had bad luck, so I'm looking forward to turn Friday night.
I hear you. So look forward to that, and thanks for everyone joining us, and we'll see you then.